What's up, guys? It is the Chinnist. Today is August 23rd, Wednesday, New Comic Book Day. I have my haul here of 15 total with 14 different titles. Kicking it off, we have Weapon X. So, man, this story arc, Mutants of Mass Destruction, has been great, man. Phenomenal stuff, in my opinion. So unfortunately last week I missed out on Totally Awesome Hulk. So this week I asked both of my LCSs I go to for a copy. So, you know, this week I saw like 40 copies on the shelves, so I'm not quite sure why the last one sold out, versus this one, because online I think this one was sold out. Anyways, yeah, man, great story arc. I'm gonna have to try to borrow Totally Awesome Hulk or wait for like a second printing to come out, because I want to read through that myself. Even though I kind of know what happened, online, I want to read through it myself before I actually read through this one. So yeah, man, great story arc so far. I'm curious to see, after the story arc is done, what's happening with Weapon X. I'm not sure how long this is going to go on, for. So yeah, Weapon X, man, cool stuff. Okay, next up we have Edge of Venomverse. I have loved almost every single issue that's come out so far. I think Gwenpool may have been, my least favorite so far, but man, great stuff, man. And I know Deadpool has kind of, joined up with the symbiote before, so I'm sure they're going to throw something else new in here, that we haven't seen so far in the past. But man, great stuff so far. I'm really, I have not really been, I enjoy Venom, but I haven't really picked up any Venom titles in the past. But man, I'm really ready for the Venomverse title to come out, man. Pretty cool stuff. I enjoy it so far. Alright, Generation Gone number 2. That number 1, pretty much blew me away. I really enjoyed it. I think I picked up like 2 or 3 copies of that number 1 that came out. So yeah, man, this is kind of like, Valiant Psyot world that Image is trying to kick off here, like, they're kind of creating a new universe here. But, similar to the Psyots, how they have to be, unlocked, similar to like Inhumans, that you need like a catalyst. And in this one, it was some sort of like computer programming or something that you just kind of read through, and it kind of activated something in your brain, which gave you, superpowers. So yeah, pretty cool stuff, man. I enjoy the artwork. This one's going to be a little bit darker, a little bit wittier than some of the other superhero stuff that's out there, in my opinion. So yeah, man, cool stuff. Generation Gone. If you're looking for a new superhero genre, man, check it out. Okay, next up, Secret Empire. Pretty good stuff, overall this has been above average. Some issues kind of dragged on that I didn't really enjoy as much as others, but man, overall story arc, I think it's a pretty good job so far. I haven't been too much of a fan, kind of throughout Secret Empire, and I know there's a lot of y'all who do enjoy the artwork that goes along with the story, but man, I don't know, I'm kind of on the other side, but yeah, pretty cool so far. So the shield is down now at this point in time, and Black Panther has been captured. I think Wakanda has been taken out of the war at this point. You have Falcon, or the current Captain America, and really stepping up. He's making his own victories throughout this little escapade here. So yeah, pretty cool stuff, man. I would, if you're waiting for the trade, I would definitely try to pick it up and trade. I would read through this. I think this got like a lot of negative energy at first. I wouldn't skip it, in my opinion. Wait for it to come out and trade if you do not want to pick it up in single issue. Okay, next up, The Flash. So this is cover A. I really wanted that cover B, man. That looked really cool of the Flash kind of coming out of that the negative force that he's picked up. So yeah, man, I missed out on that thing. I'm going to try to buy that one online. It's not sold out by any means, but I think it's really cool. So yeah, man, pretty cool stuff. So, this is like, I think issue number 2 that you kind of see Barry Allen using the negative force that he has, which he picked up, from his last encounter with Dr. Zoom, or Reverse Flash. So yeah, man, pretty cool stuff, so pretty cool to see, like a long-time type of hero who, doesn't go through many changes throughout the decades to kind of like, encounter something new. And, of course, I'm sure the negative force is not going to stay with him indefinitely, but pretty cool to change it up from time to time, So yeah, Flash is a great title. I think one of the best DC titles that are out there right now, in my opinion. And of course, I'm not reading every single one, but man, this is great. Okay, next up, Plastic. I think it's number 5. Yeah, so this is the finale of this little mini series here, and man, what a ride, dude! This guy, who's the main character here, He is like a serial killer. This guy is just completely off his rocker, man. You know, like killing someone in the sake of revenge, you know, means nothing to this guy. So, man, pretty cool stuff. You know, this the artwork here, I love the artwork as well, man. It's just really detailed. Who does this artwork? Daniel Hilliard. Man, great stuff. I don't think I've heard of that guy before, but man, really good stuff. So this story arc has, or this little mini series, man, if y'all haven't picked this one up yet, y'all have to pick it up and trade. What a, you know, exciting adventure. It's so thrilling because you have no clue what the hell he's going to do next, man. And he just slaughters these people, man. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. You know, a little bit of character development as you've gone along the way, even though it's only 5 issues. You know, you get to know this guy pretty well. So yeah, Plastic, check it out. Okay, next up, X-Men Gold. Great title. They apparently brought back Omega Red, or Omega Supreme. What is his name? Omega Red. So yeah, I think his first appearance is like X-Men number 3 or 5. I can't recall. I think I have a couple issues of those. So yeah, man, cool stuff. I kind of oscillate between X-Men Blue and Gold as far as which one I enjoy more. Both good overall, you know. I think each one has kind of peaked out for me along the issues. But yeah, you know, pretty cool stuff. Again, I'm kind of getting back into the X-Men world here recently with the relaunch of X-Men Blue and Gold. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Astonishing X-Men is, man, even better than Blue and Gold in my opinion. So yeah, check it out, guys. Okay, next up, Teen Titans. So this is, I think, the 3rd issue of the story arc, Blood of the Manta. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. So, you know, they rebooted Aqualad, and as you probably know, no spoiler, but you know, his father's actually Black Manta. So pretty cool stuff. I think in the last issue you had Black Manta kind of holding Aqualad's mother hostage, and you know, Aqualad, you know, agreed to go with Black Manta if they spared his mom. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. They're dragging him down to you know, something to do with his little necklace that he had. It was like some sort of key to open up some other power that Black Manta is really searching for. So that's the only reason, you know, he really hunted his son down. So yeah, pretty cool stuff, man. Great action, great dialogue. Teen Titans better than Champions at this point in time, in my opinion. Okay, Exo Manowar. Great title. You know, I think Black Bull's thrown out there that from the comic board, you know, that's rushed, you know, and overall, yeah, I do feel it's rushed. You know, he just kind of stormed the castles, battles were over within just, you know, a couple pages. You know, he's done so much in just a few issues, and yeah, you know, I have issues with that as well. Great story arc overall, though. You know, they're doing a great job with this title, even though it's rushed. You know, great artwork that goes along with this type of you know, fantasy feel to it, fantasy warlord type of feel to it. So, you know, I enjoy all the different species that are out there who are kind of, you know, fighting each other. He's kind of hopping around, you know, as far as which team he's on, you know, at that point in time. But man, pretty cool stuff. You know, if you haven't checked out Exo Manowar, you know, I really suggest you go check out that volume 1 of, you know, when they rebooted him back in, was it 2012, 2014? Yeah, good stuff. Okay, Incidentals. So this one is by Lion Forge, publisher, and I've enjoyed the other issues they put out so far. You had Superb, you had Excel, and you had Noble, are the 3 that I picked up so far. I think that's it. I don't think I've missed anyone in there. So this is like their first superhero team that they're introducing in this world, and these are not characters that we've seen in the single issue titles, you know, thus far. They may join up or something in the future, but yeah, this one sounded pretty cool. So it sounded like this like multi-billionaire, you know, has a superhero team already. You know, I guess similar like to Harada from the Valiant world. And he's already sending them out on missions. It's only been about a year since this eclipse or this event happened that kind of gave like a small portion of the Earth population superpowers. So yeah, man, pretty cool stuff. You know, I enjoy the artwork so far. It's been pretty quick action. You know, good fast pace to it. So man, I really enjoy the world that Lion Forge has built up so far. Yeah, Incidentals. Okay, Redneck by Donny Cates. Man, great stuff. You know, very reminiscent of like a True Blood, you know, in my opinion. You know, you got the vampire cult and, you know, very, very small, small town, small backwood town. I'm from Texas. I know Donny Cates is from Texas, so I guess he bases a lot of his storylines around Texas, which is great because I drive through it all the time. Born and raised here, so good stuff. There's a lot of drama kind of going on. There's a lot of different factions against each other. They're kind of building it up, building characters in each faction as issues go along. So yeah, great action. It's not as much, I think, fighting as what I thought there would be, but man, great intriguing, dialogue so far. So yeah, Redneck. All right, Shirtless Bear Fighter. Man, this is like way the hell up on my list right now, man. I find this humor to be so funny to me, man. Just reading through the first 2 issues. I think this is number 3. So, yep. Reading through the first 2 issues, man, I was actually laughing. As I was reading this damn thing out loud. I mean, this type of comedy, does not suit everyone. I understand that, but man, if you're looking for comedy, you got to at least give this one a try. I mean, this one is way the hell out there. Now, I'm sorry, I'm laughing, just kind of reminiscing about the first 2 issues that kind of came out. So yeah, man, Shirtless Bear Fighter, I'm sure y'all have seen this on YouTube so far. If you're looking for comedy and you haven't tried this one out, go try it out, man. I think issues number 1 and 2 are in second print right now, so you still pick it up. Okay, next up, Nightwing, the New Order. So this is like an Elseworld type of storyline. I typically do not pick up Nightwing as a standalone title, but I've always loved Dick Grayson, he's always been the best, the best Robin there ever was, in my opinion. So yeah, it's interested in seeing other storylines. I love the storylines that are going on right now, but I always kind of look for something just a little bit different from time to time. So this number 1 is intriguing. I'm going to read through it, see if it really catches my attention, if I'm going to pick this one up going forward or not. I'm not really planning on it right now, but yeah, interested in seeing where this one goes. Okay, last up we have another Generations here, and I've loved most of the generations that have come out so far. That last one, I guess number 3, that came out with Wolverine and all new Wolverine. Oh my gosh, man, so good. The best one out so far. Man, that one really took me back to my childhood. The Logan, the original Logan, the Logan that I grew up with. Man, it's so good to see him again. His dialogue, his mannerism, the way he really was, which I guess it's been lost, throughout time. But, man, great stuff, man. And tearjerker at the end, man. Check it out. If you haven't seen it yet, Generations, that last Wolverine that came out, guys, you need to go pick that one up. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this week's brand new haul. Guys, if you like what you see here, please like and subscribe. I'll talk to you later.